Well, hello everyone. How are you doing today? First, I want to say it was great. We were able to hold church on Sunday. Um, we had a lot of people show up. Actually, it was more than I was expecting. We were able to do social distancing, spacing out the pews, limiting the hand to hand contact or no passing plates. And it's going to take a little while for us to figure it all out and realize where the offering boxes are and not having a worship folder in your hand but looking on the screen. But I think for the first trial, I think it went pretty well. Wayne did record the second service as I was preaching, and that is on our YouTube channel. So if you weren't able to be at church on Sunday, um, the Wayne did a opening worship video that was posted on Facebook Sunday morning. And then he recorded the service, the at least the full sermon, and that is posted on the YouTube channel. I'm sure it'll probably be on Facebook sooner or later. But if you did not know, the Pembroke Church of God does have a YouTube channel. We encourage you to go to YouTube, search for the Pembroke Church of God, and subscribe to it. If you subscribe to it, then you can just click on your subscriptions and you can see all the latest videos. I was able to watch the video this morning of the sermon, and it was recorded on Wayne's phone. We wanted to first see if we could tape a whole service or tape a whole sermon and see how it goes. We may be working out some kinks, but our goal is to do a teaser video like this one that we're going to post on Wednesdays on YouTube and probably on Facebook. And then on Sunday, Wayne will do his welcome message, and then we're going to try to record the sermon. We'd like to get music in there too. Be with us as we iron out the kinks. But those will be posted either Sunday night or Monday following the service. We want people to come and worship with us and be part of the church family. But for those who have to stay home for health reasons or taking the precautions, we understand that, we support that, and we just want to let you know we are encouraging and praying for you, and we do look forward to when we can all get together again. Well, this coming Sunday, the title of my sermon is Shallow, and the theme is actually superficial. And I want us to kind of focus on what are we shallow about, what are we superficial about. Human nature, we tend to make judgments pretty quickly on different topics, different things, and we want to be careful of that. And I'm going to be asking during the opening, what do we know people who are superficial? Do we know people who are shallow? Are we afraid to admit that because we don't want to come off as being judgmental or shallow or superficial ourselves? But I want us to kind of get in that mindset of seeing how we are shallow, how we are superficial, and how does that come into our relationship with God? Are there things in our relationship that we are shallow about or superficial about when it comes to our faith? Are we truly committed in our faith? Do we put God in the forefront and live lives, or are we trying to live the lives we want to live and then maybe go to God when things aren't going so well? I mean, would that be considered superficial or shallow? So the passage I'm going to be speaking on or reading on this coming Sunday, the 14th, is Hosea chapter 6, verses 1 through 3. So as you read Hosea chapter 6, verses 1 through 3, and you read the passage, now that you know the theme is shallow and superficial, does that passage come off as being shallow or superficial? And that's actually a passage of Israel praying to the Lord, praying to God for help. And this may require you to do more of reading of Hosea, maybe before in chapter 5 and following in chapter 6 to get the whole scope. As you know, when I preach a sermon, I read a few verses, but usually I cover before and after so we can get the whole story. So as you read those words, first read them and see if they come off superficial or shallow. And if they don't, then maybe do a little deeper research. It's great if you're at home and you have to do this with your family. Have them all read it, maybe lead to a little discussion. And then, if you have a study Bible, read the input in there and what the commentators have to say, so you get a better understanding. I think you will notice how God answers these prayers if they were truly being superficial or shallow. So that's your thought as you get ready for this coming Sunday. Again, it was so great to have so many people together, and we are going to try to work and get better, iron out as we get back together, but how we do some of these videos. Again, worshiping together in person, these videos will never replace that. I feel I have more emotion when I'm preaching to a congregation. You get the laughs and jokes. It's hard to tell a joke when I'm speaking to a screen. Granted, I probably do talk to myself more often than I should, but so hopefully the videos of the service and the interaction will help the message even more. And for those who can't be with us, we do look forward to when you can. Maybe you can check in with some of your friends who were at the service and get an idea how the social distancing was implemented, how we eliminated a lot of the touch points that come in a normal worship service. But we do look forward to when we can all meet again. And as we continue to work on these teaser videos, maybe you can let us know what's working and what's not. We're trying to make the best experience we can with the situation we have until we're all able to come together and be the whole church family worshiping. But again, this past Sunday, I thought it went well, better than expected as far as the number of people who were there, and there was mask worn. There were some who didn't wear a mask. When they weren't wearing masks, they kept their at least 6 feet apart. Which, when you read the instructions or guidelines, it basically says wear masks when you are enclosed in an enclosed facility and social distancing can't be maintained. And that's basically saying you need to wear a mask if you're getting closer than 6 feet to somebody else. If you're keeping that distance, again, we leave that up to you. So this was the teaser for June 14th. Hopefully you dig into it, you find out the answer, and then as we preach on it on Sunday and dig into it, hopefully we all grow a little more as we evaluate, are we being superficial, we're being shallow. Until I see everyone again, be safe, take care, and God bless.